We are counting down the 10 most fearsome birds of prey ever recorded. From rainforest giants with talons that can snatch monkeys midair to high-speed hunters capable of diving faster than a race car, these aerial predators dominate their habitats with unique power, strategy, and precision. Which species ranks above all in raw lethality? The countdown begins now. We start with number 10. Deep in the rainforests of the Philippines, a shadow glides between the trees. A bird so rare that fewer than 400 breeding pairs remain in the wild. The Philippine eagle, weighing up to 7 kilograms with a wingspan reaching 2 meters, rules the canopy. Its talons, thick and curved, are built to seize monkeys mid-leap, ending the chase in a single, explosive strike. Rangers and local guardians spend weeks near hidden nests, watching as these eagles intercept prey in midair, their power unmatched in the forest. But every hunt echoes with urgency. Habitat loss and hunting have pushed this apex predator to the edge of extinction. Along the wind-scoured coasts of Russia and Japan, a giant rules the ice. Steller's sea eagle stands among the heaviest raptors alive, tipping the scales at 9 kilograms with a wingspan that stretches 2.5 meters. Its beak, thick, yellow, and deeply hooked, can tear through the flesh of salmon and water birds hauled from freezing surf. In 2020, a single adult left its native range, crossing the Pacific, turning up in Alaska, then Texas, before soaring along the rocky shores of New England and Nova Scotia. Scientists track its journey through photographs and plumage, a rare wanderer whose epic path hints at shifting seas and changing ice. At the heart of Africa's savanna, the Lappet-faced vulture commands respect. With a wingspan stretching nearly 3 meters and a hooked bill strong enough to tear through the hide of an elephant, this bird dominates every carcass it lands upon. Smaller vultures scatter as its shadow falls, knowing the Lappet-faced vulture will be first to feed, opening flesh others cannot touch. But power brings peril. In 2013, a single poisoned elephant carcass near Namibia's Bwabwata National Park killed up to 600 vultures, many lappet-faced among them. Poachers lace kills to silence these sentinels, turning the savanna's cleanup crew into casualties. A white head flashes above the water, an unmistakable shape, wings stretched over 2 meters, scanning the shallows for the glint of a fish. The bald eagle rules North America's lakes and rivers, a hunter with a grip that can shatter bone and haul a salmon straight from the current. Females reach 6 kilograms, and their feet clamp down with hundreds of pounds of force. Not every catch is earned. Bald eagles are notorious pirates, chasing ospreys midair and stealing their hard-won meals. Territorial and relentless, they drive rivals from the best fishing grounds, defending their patch with sharp cries and outstretched talons. Along Virginia's James River, these birds once vanished, poisoned by DDT and pollution. By 1995, the first healthy nest in decades signaled a turning point. In 2007, the bald eagle was removed from the endangered species list, a comeback fueled by resilience, protection, and fierce aquatic dominance. High in the mountains of Eurasia and Africa, the bearded vulture circles on slow, steady wings. In its talons, a bone, sometimes from a sheep, sometimes a goat, dangles like a prize. Rather than hunt living prey, this vulture specializes in the aftermath. It seeks out bones left by other predators, then soars to heights of 80 to 100 meters. With a sudden release, the bone plummets to the rocks below, shattering on impact. The bearded vulture lands and picks through the fragments, searching for the rich, fatty marrow inside. Its diet is almost pure bone, up to 90%, digested by a stomach so acidic it rivals battery acid with a pH near 1. Where others see waste, the bearded vulture finds a feast. In the world of raptors, brutality is not always about the kill. Sometimes it is about turning the leftovers into life. High above the city or cliff, a shape hangs almost motionless, then folds its wings and drops. The Peregrine falcon, barely a kilogram of muscle and bone, becomes the fastest animal on Earth. In a dive called a stoop, it plummets past 320 kilometers per hour, body streamlined to a teardrop, wings swept tight, tail closed. Telemetry and high-speed cameras have clocked falcons at up to 389 kilometers per hour, a blur crossing the frame in less than a second. Air rushes over bony tubercles inside the nostrils, letting the bird breathe while pressure builds. At the last instant, talons strike with surgical precision. One blow can knock a pigeon unconscious before the falcon even turns to catch it. No other predator matches this speed. For pure kinetic force, the Peregrine falcon sits at the peak, a master of velocity and precision. Above the ridges and grasslands of the northern hemisphere, a golden silhouette rides the wind, scanning for movement far below. The golden eagle is built for altitude and power, with a wingspan stretching up to 2.3 meters and eyes that can pick out a hair from half a kilometer away. When prey is spotted, the eagle tucks its wings and drops in a stoop, reaching speeds of more than 240 kilometers per hour. Foxes, hares, even young goats, animals heavier than the eagle itself, are seized in a rush of talons and momentum. Power flows from the sky to the ground in seconds, but the modern world brings new hazards. In Wyoming's Shirley Basin and across the West, wind turbines now spin where eagles hunt. Each year, up to 2,000 golden eagles die in collisions with turbine blades. That toll has sparked lawsuits, tribal protests, and fierce debate over how to balance clean energy with the fate of a mountain hunter that has ruled these skies for millennia. A shadow waits in the tangled green of Central and South America, a hunter built for the vertical world. The harpy eagle perches high above the forest floor, silent and still, hidden among the branches. Females can weigh up to 9 kilograms, rivaling the heft of a red-tailed hawk and a bald eagle combined. But it is the talons that define this bird. The rear talon stretches nearly 13 centimeters, as long as a grizzly bear's claw, and thicker than a human thumb. These claws are not just for display. When a monkey or sloth passes below, the harpy launches in a burst, crossing the gap in seconds. The grip is so powerful it can crush bone, pinning prey nearly as heavy as the eagle itself. Sloths, monkeys, even opossums vanish in the span of a single strike. In the canopy, nothing else holds this kind of sway. For sheer lifting power and the ability to intercept large, agile prey in dense branches, the harpy eagle stands alone. A heavy shadow glides low over moonlit fields. The great horned owl rules the night with silence as its weapon. Each wingbeat is muffled by rows of fringed feathers, scattering air and killing sound. Even in still air, its passage barely stirs a blade of grass. Prey below, rabbits, skunks, and sometimes even other owls, never hear the approach. The owl's eyes and ears lock onto movement in darkness, reading the world in faint starlight. Then a sudden drop from the perch, wings tucked, talons wide. The grip lands with a force estimated at over 300 pounds per square inch, enough to crush a rodent's spine or break through bone. This power comes from short, thick toes and a tendon-locking mechanism, letting the owl hold tight with little effort. The kill is swift, the silence complete. By dawn, only a scatter of fur remains. For stealth and strength in the dark, nothing else comes close. Across the open grasslands of Africa, a tall silhouette strides with measured purpose. The secretary bird stands nearly 1.2 meters high, its long legs carrying it over 30 kilometers in a day. Unlike other raptors, this hunter rules the savanna on foot. Eyes sharp and head held high, it scans the grass for movement. A flicker that could mean a rodent, a lizard, or the glint of a venomous snake. When a cobra or adder coils in defense, the secretary bird closes in. Its legs, armored in tough scales, deliver a rapid-fire kick, downward, precise, and devastating. Each strike lands with the force of a sledgehammer, enough to stun or kill even the most dangerous serpent in an instant. Biomechanical studies have measured these stomps at forces several times the bird's own weight, a feat of speed and power unmatched among ground predators. Pairs often patrol together, working the grass in tandem, keeping snake and rodent populations in check. On the savanna, where stealth and flight rule the night, daylight belongs to a bird that turns walking into a weapon. For lethal precision delivered on the ground, nothing else comes close. Across all 10, one pattern stands out: supreme adaptation. Whether crushing, diving, or strategizing, these birds have evolved specialized tools for dominance. Their power shapes entire ecosystems to this day. Fearsome isn't just about strength, it is nature's relentless push for survival. Which raptor left you in AWE?